Hello students, welcome back to our maths class, and today we are moving on to new chapter 13, exponents and powers. Okay, what is meant by exponents? Exponents, where we are using this exponents, that all we are discussing in this chapter. Okay, so exponents, that means there are very large numbers are there. There are large numbers. To read these large numbers easily, we use exponents. That means for to compare, then to understand two large numbers and to read. For that purpose we use exponents, and we can discuss one by one how to what is meant by exponents and how to read, how to compare the exponents and all. Okay, so here we know thousand. Here through examples we can discuss what is meant by exponents. Okay, so here thousand we know 10 into 10 into 10, a number, that means a number, that same number multiplied 3 times 10. Okay, 10 multiplied 3 times, that is 10 into 10 into 10. Okay, we can write it as 10 raised to 3 like this, 10 raised to 3. Okay, that means 10 repeated 3 times. So we write 10 raised to 3. That means we want to read like that, 10 raised to 3. Okay, next 10,000. Similarly 10,000. How we can write this? 10 into 10 into 10 into 10. Yes, 10 repeating 4 times. Thus we get 10,000. So here we can write this 10 into 10 into 10 into 10 4 times. So we can write in simplest way 10 raised to 4. We are reading like that, 10 raised to 4. Next, here see this 10 into 10 into 10 into etc. 7 times. 7 times I want to write this 10. Okay, so this we can write as in simple way 10 raised to 7. 10 raised to 7. So this type of numbers we call it as the numbers representing like this. They are what? Exponents. Okay, so we can explain. That means here see this 10 into 10 3 times we used to write 10 raised to 3. 10 into 10 into 10 into 10, 10 raised to 4. We are reading like that, 10 raised to 4. Next, 10 into 10 into 10 into etc. 7 times, 10 raised to 7. Now this is this 10 raised to 7. Okay, now this 10 we call it as base. Okay, 10 we call it as base, and the 7 we call it as exponent. Okay, 10 we call it as base and 7 we call it as exponent. And how we used to read this? 10 raised to the power 7, or we can read it as 10 raised to 7 in simple way, 10 raised to 7 or 10 raised to the power 7. Okay, this way of representing the numbers, this form we call it as exponential form. Okay, this form of numbers we call it as exponential form. Okay, now see this 10 raised to 4. Here see this 10 is we call it as 10 we call it as base and 4 we call it as exponent. And how to read this? Yes, 10 raised to 4. 10 raised to 4. The same number repeating 4 times. Now see this 10 raised to 3. 10 we call it as base and 3 we call it as exponent. So actually this 10 raised to 4 is the exponential form of 10,000. And 10 raised to 3 is an exponential form of what? 1000. Got it? So this way, this form we call it as what? Exponential form. Here this one we call it as base and 7 we call it as exponent. Okay? Next we are going to discuss how to express in exponential form. Okay, how to express these numbers in exponential form. See the first question, 5 into 5 into 5. That means the same number repeating 3 times, right? So how to write this in exponential form? Yes, 5 raised to 3. Okay, 5 raised to 3. Now say this. Okay, 5 raised to 3. If we are asked to find the value, then we want to find the value also here. That means 5 into 5 into 5. It is 125. Now in this question, only to write in exponential form. So this is enough. 5 cube. Okay. Or 5 raised to 3. Next, 2 into 2 into 2 into 2. That means the same number repeating 4 times. We can write as 2 raised to 4. Here 2 we call it as base and 4 we call it as exponent. What about here? As 5 we call it as base and 3 we call it as exponent. Now say this 3 into 3 into A into A. Okay. Here 3 is repeating 2 times. So we can write it as 3 raised to 2. 3 raised to 2 into. Here A into A. A is repeating 2 times. Again we can write as A raised to 2. Okay. Got it? So this way we are writing in exponential form. Here if you are asked to find the value 2 into 2, 4, 4 into 2, 8, 8 into 2, 60. So here the value is 60. But if the question is expressed in exponential form, you want to write like this. If you are asked to find the value, you want to find the value also. So this here 5 raised to 3. 5 is, we call it as base and 3 we call it as exponent. Here 2 is the base and 4 is the exponent. What about here? Here 3 is repeating 2 times. So 3 raised to 2 into A is repeating 2 times. So A raised to 2. This way we are writing in exponential form. So we know how to write in exponential form, right? Next we are going to discuss how to compare two exponent. Okay, two exponential numbers. How to compare. Okay, for that here which one is greater? A square or so 8 raised to 2. 8 raised to 2 or 2 raised to 8. So first we can consider 8 raised to 2. 8 raised to 2 means 8 repeating 2 times. That means 8 into 8. Okay. 8 into 8. That means 8 into 8 it is 64. Now 2 raised to 8 means 2 repeating 8 times. Say this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. 8 2's are there. So here we can write it as 2 raised to 8 to 8 times, and finally while multiplying we got the answer as 256. Okay. So we here our question is which one is greater, 64 or 256? Which is greater here? Yes, 256 is greater. So we can conclude that 2 raised to 8 is greater than 8 raised to 2. 2 raised to 8 is greater than 8 raised to 2. In this way, we are comparing two exponential numbers. Okay, that means first we are finding the value. Here 8 raised to 2, 8 into 8 is 64, 2 raised to 8. So this 8 times. So 2 8 times. So our answer is 256. So 256 is greater than 64. So we can write that 2 raised to 8. 256 corresponds to 2 raised to 8. So 2 raised to 8 is greater than 8 raised to 2. Got it? So this way we are comparing two exponential numbers. Next we are going to discuss how to express 540 using exponential notation. We want to represent this 540 using exponential notation. So we know we need a base and also we need an exponent. Okay, to write in exponential form. So for that, first step is we want to do the prime factorization of 540. Okay, we want to express this 540 using exponential notation. So we want to do the prime factorization of 540. So first prime number is, we know, 2. So we will get here 270. 540 divided by 2, it is 270. And 270 divided by 2, it is 135. And here 135, we want to use the next prime number. In 2 it is not possible, so we want to move on to 3. So while dividing with 3, we get here 45. And 45 again, it is possible only in 3. So 45 divided by 3, it is 15. And again we know 15, it is possible only in 3, right? Because 2 is the first prime number, but 2 it is not possible, so we want to move on to 3. So 3, 15 divided by 3, it is 5. And again 5 divided by 5, it is 1. Okay, so we do the prime factorization, and we can write this as 540 as 2 into 2 into 3 into 3 into 3 into 5. Okay, right, like this we can write, that is 2 into 2 into 3 into 3 into 3 into 5. Okay, so after that we know 2 is repeating 2 times. We want to write in exponential form. So we can write it as 2 raised to 2 into 3. How many times it is repeating? Yes, 3 times. So we can write as 3 raised to 3. And finally into 5. Okay, so like this we can write 540 in the exponential notation. So we want to do the prime factorization, and after that we want to write in exponential form. Here 2 is repeating 2 times, so 2 raised to 2. 3 is repeating 3 times, that means 3 raised to 3. And 5. Here 2 is the base and 2 is the exponent. Here 3 is the base and 3 is the exponent. And here 5 is the base, and again here, that means there is no number, that means it is 1. 1 is the exponent. Okay students, got it? So today we learn how to how to write what is meant by an exponential form, how to write a number in exponential form, and its base and its exponent, and how to compare, right? Hope you all got it. Thank you.